You are going to need an account with the Pi network. Now, if you don't already have one registered, you can click on the link below. I have an invitation link in there. And you're also going to need to install Docker and also download the Pi network software. Now, all the links that I'm going to be using will be in the description below, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So let's browser here. And as you can see, I'm already at the Pi network homepage, and mindpi.com is the official. Pi network homepage, and mindpi.com is the official website. And to download the Pi node, you can see the link up here at the top. We're going to click on that, and we'll be able to download the application right off the site. So we'll click on download, and I'm going to be doing the Windows version. So let's click on download, and it's about 118 megs in size. That download's complete, so I'll start the setup right now. So the setup's complete, and it just created a shortcut on the desktop over here, and now it's launching the app. So it's asking me to log in, and I'll click and sign in. And what it's going to ask me to do is sign into my mobile app. Now I have my Android emulator, and then we can do this side by side. So I have the Node desktop app on the left, and I have the mobile app on the right. And it's going to ask me to enter this code. So I'm just going to the menu here, and I'm going to select Node. And it's going to want to use a sign-in code. So that's the sign-in code over here. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in. The code has been submitted, and it's now logged in on the Node app. I no longer need the mobile app, so I'm going to close that and get that out of the way. And now we're here at the desktop Node app, and we're ready to install the software. And we'll begin by clicking on the Node icon. And it's going to let us know that we need to install the Docker, and we're also going to have to open up some ports on our router. So let's go ahead and first do the first step, and that is to install the Docker. So I'm going to click on this link over here to download the Docker, and I'll be using Chrome. Go, and I'll download it. So the Docker is 520 megs in size. Just to keep that in mind if you have a disk space issue, or if you're using an SSD, which is sometimes limited for some users. Okay, I'm going to say yes. And we have the components installed and shortcuts created, so click on OK. Okay, so it looks like Docker has now completely installed. I can close and restart it. And it's going to restart, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so we have it rebooted. I'm just loading up the node again. I'm going to take a second here. Okay, so here we are at the main screen. We can click on Continue. And let's just scroll down here. So it looks like the Docker is installed, or it looks like we're going to have to update some software components. So let me just open it up right now. And so here's the user agreement. So I'm just going to quickly go through this and accept the terms, and then click on accept. And here's the update that we're going to have to install right now. So I'm going to click on the link. It's opening up my browser here. Let's see if it automatically downloads. It doesn't look like it's downloading right away. So there's a package. So there is the link to download the package, and it's going to download it. And now I can run it. So we'll click on open file and just click on next. Say yes to the prompt and let it complete here. We'll click on finish. And if I scroll down a bit here, I have to set my default version. So I need to run PowerShell. So I'm just going to go into my start menu, look for PowerShell. I'm going to run this as administrator. I'll say yes to the prompt. And then I can just move this over and copy the line. And then I can paste it inside PowerShell, hit enter, and there we go. So you can see that operation has been completed successfully. So what I can do is I can just close out of this browser and close PowerShell. And I'm going to quickly shut everything down and just reload it and see if we can get a nice fresh start. Okay, it's just loading up right now, and I think we're done. No, we're not. Okay, so we just got to run this in command prompt or terminal. So I'm going to copy this. And I'll go to my start menu, and I'm going to open up my command prompt, and I'll paste in the line, hit enter. Looks like it's going to download some components here. Okay, it needs access through my firewall, so I'll allow access. And it looks like it's good. So let's go back now. See if it wants to complain about anything else. Okay, looks like it's running right now. Priceless font. And let's go over here. So it looks like we have that done.
Let's start with firewall. Just write firewall in the Windows search and click on the Windows Defender Firewall. Here, go to Advanced Settings. Now here, go to Inbound Rules. Inbound Rules is what is coming inside your computer. So we need to make a rule here. And go to New Rule. Here, select Port. Then select Next. Here, it asks if this is a TCP or UDP. Here, we are told that this is a TCP IP address for the port. Okay, so all is good. Here we have 10 ports we need to open. Here we can type them as a range instead of typing them one by one. 31400 tiny slash and 31409. Hello connection, everything good. Next, now we need to give this a name. It doesn't matter, it can be anything. So just type pn 10 ports. Here's our rule. There. Now firewall knows that these ports have the permission. Let's close this.
We have the daemon running, and now we have to open up some ports, and I'm going to do that next. So the port is not open. I knew that was going to happen because I'd have 0 of these ports open up on my router. Now there's an excellent website that's right over here. I'll make sure I link this in the description below. And what it does is it tests which ports are open and which ones are closed according to the ones that we need for this project. All you have to do is click on the scan button right over here. And what we want to do is we want to open up the ports. Switching over to my router, and I'm going to enable the ports. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start over, scan again, and it should give me 3 of open. So there we go. So the 3 ports over here are open, but this is an excellent tool that's used just to see if your ports are open. And as you can see, I only have 3. It's usually 1 to 3 that are open and being used right now. The rest are dummy ports that could be used later on. So don't be worried if you only have a couple ports open. Port forwarding will vary from user to user, so I'll walk you through some generic